G'day everyone, Paul Stoner, CEO Biggin and Scott, and I'm joined by Dave today from the Knox office. So, what's been happening in Knox in the month of June?
Massive month. Last month at the end of the financial year, which was there were some very, very good results, both from the commercial business and the residential business.
Yep.
In terms of buyer demand, there was a lot of buyers through the open for inspections, which has been continuing for the last few months, which I think
you guys get massive numbers anyway.
Huge numbers. It's due to the structured marketing campaigns and obviously the demographic that we are targeting our marketing. That really does work, and it's proven by the numbers. But a few results that really stood out for last month was one that went to auction last Saturday, being the last Saturday of the financial year. Mm-hmm. It was number 9 Carrington Court in Burwood East. Now, through that campaign, good numbers through. We had 50 odd plus groups. A lot of buyers were talking between that sort of 1.2 to 1.3.
Yep.
Took it to auction, went through the process, and we ended up getting a massive 1,525,000 for that.
It's nice.
And in that street, the two that had sold recently in a couple months ago, one sold for 1.3, one sold for 1,080,000. We just took a different strategy in our marketing campaign, and it did pay off in that instance.
So 2 to 300 after tax, because there is no tax.
It's one of the only things there is.
It is a massive amount of money. It makes a difference in people's lives.
They were wrapped. They're obviously, it's changed their whole outlook on what they're going to be doing next in the next chapter of their life.
So demand in general through the whole Knox area is still strong and supply lower at the moment?
Look, if we there's a lot more buyers than there are properties, unfortunately, and that's a common theme. I think there's a number of reasons for that. Obviously, the interest rates are supporting. The city of Knox, the demographic has changed over the years. A lot of people thought, first home buyers were a lot of them coming in. Yep. We've noticed, given the medium home prices sitting around that 630, we are getting a lot more. Wanturna South has become it's skyrocketed that marketplace, and they're starting to go to the next adjacent suburbs.
So Wanturna had 100% clearance at auction, I believe, for the last 3 months.
Yeah, so it's going crazy. Yeah. But one in Baronia, being as I mentioned, the medium home price 630, 12 Stewart Street in Baronia, sold for a massive 1,010,000. So that was great numbers through that campaign, and obviously the result follows.
Now, Danelle's not here, but what's been happening with property management?
Property management, Danelle's been very hard at work, and so has the whole property management team at the Knox office. This month, been the month of June, listed 22.
Wow.
And we ended up leasing 12.
Where's the sweet spot? What are people looking for?
Oh, look, vacancy, clean houses,
family homes.
Family homes, a lot of that. But it's obviously when we put a property to the market, once again, tailored campaign to obviously get it out there and get it seen. But we do encourage our landlords to do those little 1%ers, which do make all the difference. And that might be a lick of paint, and making things so when a tenant does come into it, they can really image their family or themselves living there for the years to come.
Yep.
And that just obviously makes it all a lot worthwhile, in so to speak, in their return on their investment.
Yeah. So the roundup was the first 2 quarters we've had really strong quarters. Very unlikely that something will change midstream. We're expecting this next quarter to stay very much the same.
I think it will, given the fact, look, the interest rates are supporting that, and there's a lot of demand. I think Melbourne is a great market in general, and there's always this talk about, when's this bubble, when that's obviously controlled a lot by the media in terms of people's perception on that. Yeah. But look, none of us have a crystal ball, unfortunately, but all I can tell you is what we're seeing now is if you're a landlord weighing up, should I wait till spring, or is now a good time to sell? We can see what's happening now, and there are a lot of buyers out there compared to the demand on the market. So I would be that somewhat odd one out and get your property on the market now.
Yep. So having said that, what are we expecting for July?
July, for the residential, I think it's going to be a continue on from June, which is a very strong market with some great results. Over to the commercial side of it all, which is predominantly where I'm involved in. Month of June was great, end of the financial year. A lot of people were looking for opportunities to set up some investments really for the new financial year. A property that really stood out was 10 at 3 Dunlop Court in Bayswater. Went to auction last Thursday. We strategically passed that one in.
Yep.
We negotiated after and got 300,000.
Yep.
Which was, if you knew the property and the square meterage rate per square metre, that's massive. It's another record that we're very proud of.
Yep.
But what I'm noticing with the commercial, it's a lot of people are giving their assets to people that might be residential agents.
Yep.
And people have to understand they're different businesses and they specialise in different things. You know,
Yep.
if you have a toothache, you're not going to see an eye doctor. You're going to see your dentist.
So with our little stimulus at the moment that they're trying to give us, is that driving a bit of the commercial people that are renting are looking to buy?
Yeah, look, at the end of well, that's always the big question, obviously with the tax breaks and everything, and they're always asking their accountant, is it more beneficial to buy? I believe that we are noticing a lot more tenants are trying to get out and be the master of their own property, so
Yep.
to speak.
Yep.
So that is encouraging. And once again, touching on those interest rates, which are a
That's
big
a
help to it
driver.
all. So month of July for commercial, big things to come. There's a few big listings that our office is working on,
Yep.
and hopefully the result follows.
Fantastic. The demand for property management is across the board. Vacancy rate, do we know where that's sitting at the
Yeah,
moment
look,
for the office?
with the residential,
Yep.
around 2.5%,
Yeah, it's low.
which is
Yeah.
is low in terms of the market in general.
Yeah.
The commercial side of it all, we've got it'd probably be 1%, like
Yeah.
at the moment, in vacancies out of our existing
Yeah.
rent roll, which is extremely low, and that's just because we take the right actions at the right time. If a property does look like it's communication with the tenant, if a property looks like it's going to become vacant,
Yeah.
going down that path to obviously identify that and fix that potential issue before it becomes an issue. So being proactive is my main bit of advice, and when you are looking for an agent, being the landlords out there, make sure you source a proactive one.
So as we put in the newsletters, it's about research, strategy and action, and I don't think that's going to change over the next 3 months.
Not that I can see, no.
Mate, good month. Look forward to seeing you in July.
Thanks for having me.
See you, Dave.
See you, mate.